This video is on using double number lines to find equivalent ratios. So using double number lines is just a modeling tool to help you find equivalent ratios. The goal with using double number lines is to build your understanding of what equivalent ratios are. So the first thing I do with a double number line is I'm going to start by figuring out what two things am I comparing. I'm comparing the boys to the girls in the class. So that means if I follow the exact same order, that there are 5 boys to every 2 girls in the class. I find it helpful to label and to write on the word problems to figure out what two things you're comparing. Now the very first step with making a double number line is you have to label the two things you're comparing. So for this problem, I'm comparing the boys to the girls. Make sure that you always label your two number lines. Next, I'm going to write the initial ratio that was given to me. So it says for every 5 boys, there are 2 girls. So I started by labeling the 5 on the top and the 2 on the bottom. Now, what I'm going to do on my double number line is I'm going to add another group of boys. So if I add another group of boys, I'm going to have 10 boys. Now if I add another group of boys, I'm going to add another group of girls. So I'll be up to 4 girls. I'm going to continue this. I'm going to add another group of boys. And if I add another group of boys, I'm going to add another group of girls. So on the girls number line, I'm adding 2 every time because that's how many are in that group. For the boys, I'm adding 5 every time because there are 5 boys in the group. Now, I'm going to keep going with my double number line until I have enough information. I just went through and filled out the whole thing. Let's look back at the problem. If there are 15 boys, I filled out too much on my double number line, but that's okay. The boys, when they equal 15, there are 6 girls. Because on my double number line, when I find 15 boys, I look down and I see 6 girls. Now I'm going to skip ahead and demonstrate a harder problem. This problem says that Ms. Schreier can grade 30 papers in 4 minutes. How many papers can she grade in 30 minutes? So I'm looking at the two things that I'm comparing. I have papers and I have minutes. I'm going to start by drawing my 2 lines. Then I'm going to start by the ratio that they gave me. They gave me 30 papers in 4 minutes. Now I know that if she can grade 30 papers in 4 minutes, that in 8 minutes, she can grade 60 papers. That means is in 12 minutes, she can grade 90 papers. At this point, as you're working on double number lines, I could add another group of 12 papers if I wanted to, and it would take 90 more minutes. So, if I added another group of 12 papers, that would be, 12 minutes, that would be 24 minutes. Well, if in 12 minutes she can grade 90 papers, in 24 minutes she's going to be able to grade 180 papers. Using a double number line should make sense because I'm adding groups. So I know that I need to add up to get to 30. I can choose what I want to add groups up at this point. I'm going to go ahead and add another group of 4. So I get 28, and I'm going to add another group of 30 to get 210. You do not need to skip if that's confusing to you. You can count it by 4 every time. But if I count it by 4, oh no, I get to 32 minutes. But I didn't want to get to 32 minutes. I only wanted to get to 30 minutes. I need to figure out how many papers can Ms. Schreier grade in just 30 minutes. So from here, I know my answer has to be between 210 and 240. I'm going to go back to my original ratio. Do you see how it was 30 papers in 4 minutes? How many papers can Ms. Schreier grade in 2 minutes? Half the amount, or 15 papers. So if I look at my double number line, 28 plus 2 more minutes is 30. So I can add another group of 15 papers to 210, and I would get 225 papers. $225 is halfway between 210 and 240. Just like 30 is halfway between 28 and 32.